Module 29, Auto Invoice. Another free lesson to help you become a better coder. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Your continued support helps make these videos possible. And as always, I thank you all for watching this video. In this video, we are going to automatically add an invoice for the project. We're also going to need a function to determine if the invoice exists for the project. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Good morning. Good morning. All right. It's been a little over a week. Let's get back to our project management here. Last time we did was the invoice item. Let's make a copy of that and paste. We're gonna make this guy a 29. What I want to do is to automate the invoice as the project is approved. So let's do an auto invoice. All right, so let's go in there and let's take a look. One thing you might have already noticed is that you notice I did not use the relationship here. Actually, did I? No, I didn't use that's the system relationship. So, but you could easily use that. I just don't like using it. I like to do things on my own. So for example, if you delete an invoice, there's no need to delete invoice items because they're tied if you cascaded them in here. So, but what I'm going to show you before we get into the auto invoice is, let's collapse that. Let's go to the module invoice. Let's look at invoice VBA access. Down there, right there. Open that up. What we want is to delete an invoice. There is a function that we created using automation right here. You see here, when you delete this, an invoice record is deleted. However, the invoice item still there. So what we really need to do here is to do this. Let me show you. What we want, I'm going to make a copy of this guy. Copy. And delete from invoice item. You see there? That's all you have to do. And then you just copy this guy. Copy. And paste it there. So we're going to delete the items first. And then we're going to delete the invoice, and that's how you do it. That's quite simple. Now if you did the database diagram, relationship diagram, if you delete this, it would automatically delete that. All right, I just don't like using the diagram that way. This is just the way I do it. By doing this code, you basically know ins and outs of your programming. All right, so but anyways, that's how you delete it. That's pretty simple. All right, so let's now let's get back to our automation. Let's see, it's a project. All right, project right there. Let's go in there. Let's take a look. When the status is when we save, let's go to save button there and go to the sub. So we say control and we save. I think we, let me see, display save right here. See here, auto generate. We did this a couple of weeks back, maybe 3 weeks back. So when it's approved, all right, if it's approved, then we want to create a invoice, an invoice. So this is how we're going to create an invoice. Let's go back to the invoice form right here. Let's go into an invoice form, and let's see, let's take a look at the invoice save right here. So when we save that, all right, we want to create that guy. So I am going to copy the entire thing here, copy, close that form, and we should be in here. I'm going to paste that in there for now, and then I am going to add a dim invoice as invoice, just like that. Now that way that guy is declared. All right, and then what we want to do is say set invoice equals new invoice, and that's that. You got to create new. All right, you got to create new in order to use it. You use the object. That's called new object. Let's see, and then we can also use this guy to copy that, record save right there. It should be the same. Yep, should be the same as this guy. Okay, so now once we have that, we need to save invoice item. All right, so the invoice item is in the subform, so we are going to actually we can just create an invoice item here. Invoice item as invoice item, just like that. Now we do the same thing. We said invoice item equals new invoice item, and we use this guy to set all parameters. All right, see there, equals invoice ID, and then invoice item. What's the next one? We don't need to set that because we set it right here. How about the description? We can say auto invoice, and then we can say line number equals invoice. Actually this is an invoice item, so we can go ahead and type in invoice item db access get new line number, get line number, and the parameter is the invoice ID, which is invoice ID. Invoice, what else do we need? Item price. This would be this price right here. Let me see, cost. Alright, so it's a project equals project estimated cost. That's it. That's all we have to do. Actually, this guy needs to be up here. Save invoice item. I'm going to take that out. Nice and simple. Now we can say record save equals invoice item db access invoice save or invoice item. That's it. So there is to it. So if the project is approved, then we can do this. All right. What if it's approved, but it already existed? For example, we already approved it last week, and this week we need to update the project information, like the note and the % complete and all that. You wouldn't want to do this twice. What you want to do is we gotta identify if it exists or not. All right, so let's do this. If actually we need to create a function to identify if the invoice exists. Yeah, so if invoice db access exists, you see there. How about project here? Invoice, nope. Let's try to see it's a customer. What else do we have? Project name, project ID. Okay, so what we can do is let's do this. We are going to use it, but we're going to do this. Copy that. I am going to come in here. Trying to see if we can try to think here. Let me think here. We gotta find a way to get the get the invoice ID. Alright, do we have invoice ID here? Project. Okay. What else do we have? Invoice, project ID. Oh, okay, got it. I get. So we need to find out if the project. Okay. I see what we can do here. So we gotta find an invoice with the project ID. All right. So let's go to the invoice DB access. We're gonna create another function. I am going to copy this guy. Copy, and then put it way up here. And then we're gonna say instead of invoice exists by ID, we're gonna say invoice exists by project. That's it. And then we're gonna say project ID. Alright, and I'm gonna copy this guy, put it right there, and then change that to project ID. And then we're gonna copy that guy, that name, and put it right there. Paste. Also here. And that looks good right there. Save. So now we can say So now we can say invoice exists by project, you see there, and then we want to send in the project, CBD project. Just a second. It's a project. Send in the txt project ID. And we don't need this guy. Alright. So if the project exists, then this is what we want. If not, how about if not exist? We want to create a new one. Then we want to do this. Set. I should have kept that guy in there. Equals new invoice. That's it. So if it does not exist, we gotta create a new one, and that's what we are interested in. But if it's existed, we don't need to do anything to it. Alright? We don't need to do anything to it. And that's what it is. So if the invoice does not exist for this project, alright, if it's approved, we want to create a new one. Okay? So that's how that works. That's it. That's it. Alright, so I'm gonna save that. One thing I want to double check here is when we change the invoice status. Alright, where is it? Oh, right here. So if it's new, okay, so if the project is status, got you. So that's good right there. That's good. Else, what we want is we don't want the status to go backwards. Alright, if you notice, it's 1, 2, 3 here. Project status 1, 2, 3. So it's new, approved, in progress, and complete. So we can identify. Let's see, do we have something to remember the project status? Oh, okay. Nope. So we gotta remember, because we want to keep that drop down list there. However, we want to add another field to remember the status. So let's take a look at this. So it's new. I'm gonna copy there, copy, paste, and move that little guy right there up. And I'm gonna change this guy to txt project status. Alright, and I'm gonna go back to the code. So here I want to add txt project status. Alright, and equals project status ID. Let's go ahead and change that to project status ID since the like so, and get back to the code. Right there, project ID. Alright, now save. Now we can go back to all our statuses here. Alright, we can say if this project is less than, if the selected project is less than oops, wrong one. It's less than project status. So we will not allow this to go backwards. All right, so we say this is not allowed. All right, this is not allowed. We can move forward but not backwards. We can move forward but not backwards. All right, let's take a look. Let's open it up. Let's sign in. Yeah, this is nothing to it, you know, nothing to it. At email J capital P, and let's go to project. Let's select one of these guys. So waiting for approval. This is new project. So let's edit that. We cannot go backwards. We can go forward. So that's good. All right, that's good. We're gonna change, make this guy an approve. Now watch. When we save this guy, before we do that, let's cancel that. Let's determine what invoice do we have. All right, we got one invoice. See, that's 01. So we should have 02 if we update that guy. So let's go to this guy again. Edit. Say approved. Save. Okay. Oh, we need an invoice, by the way. My bad. Invoice object, which is this guy. Okay. Save. Continue. What's going on? Oh, got you. Okay, so here we'll go ahead and use this object. If it's new, we don't need to set this guy. All right, and we don't need to set this invoice number either. And this guy right here, CBO project status, and this is actually we're gonna do this project. We can do this. That's today. And this guy is txt project ID. Added date. This is added date, so that's good. Invoice note, and here we can say, okay, this will be auto invoice. However, this one is this will be the project name. This will be a project name. So let's see, what do we have? Description. Oh, there you go. Project name. I think that looks good. We got edit date, we got project name, ID. Okay, that's good. Save. Stop that. Let's try again. Save. We don't have employee. We don't have employee. We don't have an employee. So to get that, that's no biggie. We're just gonna jump back to the invoice here, and the employee. Okay. Let me see, just a second here. You have invoice in. Okay. I want to see that invoice again. This is employee right here. I think we retrieve the employee ID from. Let's take a look. Unload, set control. Oh, right here. So we can do this. Copy that guy. And put this guy right here. Yeah. Stop that. Save. Let's try to save again. Actually, we stopped that. We have to cancel it. Gotta renew. All right. So edit. Approve. Save. Okay. We're getting somewhere. So there's note here. All right. It's note here. So we don't need that. We just take that out. Like so. Save. Continue. Good. It went through. All right. So now let's take a look at the invoice table. Right there. See there? Edit date. Okay. So we added date. This is the one that we just added. Yeah, we're gonna need to change that. That's not right. We are going to need to change that. So let's delete that. Delete. Actually, this is a good time to let's look at the invoice item. And the ID for this invoice number 2. Oh, okay. This is good. Okay, so that's it. So we added this one. This is invoice date, but add the date here. Add the date here should be today's date. Let's see, invoice item here. Sounds 14M. This guy 500. Yep. New project is coming. So this is yeah, this is misleading here. This is misleading. All right, so we're gonna delete that guy. See if that guy is going to remove our invoice. This is good because we are going to be testing the function that we created. All right, so let's go to invoice. See this number 2. What's that? What is that? Something's not right there. So let's go in there. I'm gonna continue right there. That's good right there. Good right there. Let's see what else. Note. It's all looking good. Right, so that's good. Oh, employee is not set. So I still have that employee, the login employee. So we can do this. So if that employee is not the same as this guy, then we're not gonna allow edit. So let's see how I did that. Change that. All right. Change that. Save. See there, we got that guy. So this is misleading. We got to change that name instead of the new project, instead of project name. Also, this is all the, that's good. So we're gonna delete this guy, see if it's going to delete all these guys. All right, so delete. Are you sure? It's gone. Deleted. So we didn't refresh this. We gotta refresh this. So when we delete, we gotta refresh this guy. All right, so let's do this. Go to the invoice. We deleted it. Invoice. Clear, add, delete right here. Oh, okay. So we can go continue right here, delete it. We did refresh, but we didn't refresh the, it looks like it you're trying to refresh this guy. Let me move back. Let's go back. It's still there. That means that guy did not delete. So we're gonna try again. Why is it not deleting? Oh, I got you. This is an invoice. We did not change. We did not update this guy. See there? Ah, wrong one. You see what I did there? That's an activity. We might have updated the activity and not that guy. So what we want to do here, I'm going to delete this guy, or not replace that guy. Invoice DB access. No wonder. Delete, and then let's see. It needs invoice ID. Invoice ID. That's it. So let's try delete that one again. We were trying to delete an activity. Of course, it's not going to delete anything because, yeah. Let's try to delete this guy, see if it works. There you go. That removed. Good. Good, good, good. So let's go to the project, and we're gonna change this this status to from approved to new again. If you notice, see if we can go back. Can we go back? See that this is not allowed. Good. So cancel. We're going to change that status to new. So bear with me here. We are making things correctly here. This would be number 1. Change that to 1. Close that. Maximize that. Click, and it's new. You see that? Good. All right. So let's try it again. But when we do that, before we do that, let's change all the project. Let's go change all stuff here. Invoice date is now. It's added date also now. You see there. And also all the invoices good. However, this guy really cannot be a project name. We say estimated yeah, estimated project cost. That's more like it. Estimate project cost. That looks good right there. Think that's gonna do it. Yeah, this is gonna be a quick video here. Alright, so let's go to project. We're gonna change that to edit. Change that to approve. Save. And then let's go take a look at the invoice. We got number 2. I noticed this guy right here. That's the invoice date. So we can do this. See this invoice date right here? We can use the date. That way we don't have the time on that guy. And we're gonna delete it again and then re-add it. Delete. We can delete as many times as we want to. Let's go change that status to close that guy. Let's change that status to 1. And now we should be good to go. Alright, let's do that. Update the status again. Approved. Save. Let's check the invoice. We got number 2 here. See comfort, customer. Estimated project cost. Excellent. Good, good, good. Alright, so that's how that works. So we got an invoice now. That's an auto invoice for that project. Alright, for that project. So that is that project. We approved it and we started this guy. We can still add team members there. Alright, good. That's all we came to do. It's just to auto add invoice. See there? We just added that guy with automation. Alright, and obviously we can add extra costs in here. Just like this guy right here, we got software consultation, development, all that. So, but that's that. Alright. That's that. You can delete or you can manually add this guy or add other things. So that's how that works. That is how that works. So now we can see if we can update this project name, and we're going to update the project name and see if it's going to interfere with this invoice. Alright, so let's go to update this project name right here. See, new name, edit. So it's already approved, and it should not add a new one. Alright, new project. Let's call this how about project scheduling system? No, yeah. Yeah, let's call this project scheduling system. So now the description, approved by John Doe. Alright, Doe. Save. Did it add a new invoice? Nope. Good. That's exactly what we want. See there? Name is project scheduling system. Alright, that's how we do it. That is how we do it. Nice and easy. Nice and simple. Alright? Nice and simple. Think we're done most part. We are done for the most part. We got the project. We got the invoice. We got employee. We can add all this. We can also add activity. You see here. We can also add the task. We're done there. Timesheet. We did the timesheet. All right, we did the timesheet. Yep, we did the timesheet. Let's see what else. What we need. So we're basically done with everything here. We got tasks, activity, and tasks. So we're basically done. Maybe in the next one, how about create invoice report, project report, or yeah, we're gonna come up with some kind of report for this, all right, in the next video. But for now, the auto invoice is done. All right, that's what we did. There you have it. Happy programming. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like, share, and hit that bell. And also comment below, and if you need help, inbox me. Thanks again.